start recording it. And I want also to add the Pixar problem step recorder. I want to make sure that the setting is set to 999. So I'm going to upgrade it from 25 to 999. Number of recent screen captures to store. Click OK. And now I want to add also the file name that is generated here by MSN Recorder Mac. So I'm going to navigate to the folder with File Explorer and find the most recent file that is currently being recorded by the program. That will be off of the videos subfolder. And I'll scroll down and pretend that I want to rename it. See the one with 0 bytes at the end here. Then copy to the clipboard buffer. Just copy. No, I want to rename it. I don't want to copy the file. I just want to copy the file name. Control C. Then navigate to my notepad and paste it at the beginning here. Control V and a space. This is actually a .mpeg because it's a video file. So MPG, which was omitted. Plus I want to segregate it by some special marks, such as open parentheses at the very beginning, some blanks, and then at the end, close paren, to segregate it from the rest of the file. Now I want to minimize it and go back to my email client, find the first email that says that the number will expire within 30 days. Copy to the clipboard buffer, then paste it into my notes. So I will paste it right here at the beginning, Control V, and then I want to log into the account of 1x Strategize and make an outbound call to an AI caller 800 ChatGPT. So I'm copying it to the clipboard buffer first. Then I'm going to open another instance of the email client. So I want to go to the gmail.com, or rather I should put it at the top, right here, Gmail, and I'm going to change it. Let's try that vlog call web and see if that is available, which it is. And then I want to go to voice and see whether there is a outbound voice call here. Yes. Okay. So then I want to switch to another account. And add another account, then scroll back to add another account yet. Use another account and see if it works. put the account 1x strategize, and then enter the password. I want to save it and I want to skip and not now. Then I want to make an outbound call to ChatGPT, and I want to put it in the file name also so I know who did I call in this case. I want to put here ChatGPT 800 chat GPT. Okay. Then I want to verify that this is indeed chat one. This is the number. Copy to the clipboard buffer and then paste it in my notes. And start constructing the file name, which will start with 1, open paren, XST, close paren, and then we'll have the statement of this Google Voice number that says it will expire, and change it to will not expire. So will not expire because I'm going to comply with the Google Voice and make an outbound call. But I wanted to get a capital N, lowercase ot, so it will say will not expire. And then concatenate to it the rest of the file that I made up with the video file name. Okay, and that will be the folder that I want to save. To my Google Voice account, Google Voice 1. So this is the path. I'm editing the path and copying it to the clipboard buffer. Then scroll down and insert it as a prefix for this file name. Control V. And now I got the complete file name. I want to copy to the buffer, edit, copy, file, save as, and paste it. I'd like to keep domain and name and domain name extension, or just domain name. So let me back up all the way to domain name. Now I'm going to go to the very beginning, Control V, and overwrite it. Google Voice 1 should be the path. Then the file name is underneath it with the video file name. And let's see if this works. Copy to the clipboard buffer, then save. It seems like it worked. So now I want to call ChatGPT and discuss it with ChatGPT.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, our conversation will be Stacy.
I would like to strategize with you about my domain, my domain name, and my ideas. Yes, my domain name is one X strategize to set up a one 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 X strategize. I intend to develop the ideas of strategizing with experts about various issues. First of all, the issue of the gain to the ROI, return on investment, due to using a vanity phone number that matches the domain and name. In this case, the phone number will be 9, 978 area code and 728. That's right. And then 3449 is the complete phone number. That's right. The only problem is that it is an overspell. In other words, the word X strategize ends with an E. So when you make an outbound call, you have to a cell phone, you have to drop the E. Otherwise, the cell phone will get confused and won't be able to answer it properly. It will work for a an old uh, phone line, but with the new cell phones, you cannot put extra characters. So the overspelled vanity phone number will create a problem. And so there must be a message that is saying drop the E for experts, so people remember when they make an outbound call, or when a computer makes an outbound call, drop the E for experts. Yes, I need also to explore the idea of a halo hat ad. So when making a video conference, place a halo hat ad on the caller. So when the callers appear, it will be it will be displayed. For example, on a Fisher's hat, internal brim, display the vanity phone number together with the vanity domain name. For example, right now I wear a fisherman hat, and on the inside of the brim, I display a message in color, one the psych.co, which is a domain name, and its matching vanity phone number is 1 843 779 and 2426. Yes, first of all, this is not a virtual hat. This is a real fisherman or fishing hat with the inside of the brim displayed on the screen around the head of the speaker, or in that case, it may be an instructor that is teaching online.
It's an innovative way to how can you
Yes, especially it is also an example of the course that I'm teaching about IT, information technology, and IS, information systems advertising on the internet in video conferencing. Furthermore, the instructor will also wear a terry cloth sweatband that has also the same theme, advertising a vanity phone number. In that case, the vanity phone number and a domain name is 305 ontrial.biz, and the matching phone number above it on the terry cloth sweatband, in this case, a white terry cloth sweatband with a black embroidery, is 305 or 305 668 and 7425. That is the phone number. So it's the integration of the sweatband and the fisherman hat, both of which have the has a pair of ads, including a domain name and a domain name extension, and then its matching phone number.
integration of your branding?
Yes, the most important thing is the video hyperlink. In other words, when it appears in a video or an image on the web and the user places the cursor on it and clicks on it, it will trigger an AI chatbot. And this is not just any chatbot, but it is a caller, an AI caller chatbot, which means that it can talk to the user as if it were a human, and also make outbound calls and receive inbound calls. So when the user clicks on it, as it appears in the video on YouTube or some other server, it will trigger the action of the AI caller, and the AI caller will ask the user if the user wants to be ported to the website, in this case, the psych.co, and if the user wants the AI chatbot to initiate an outbound call from the device, in this case, it is a laptop, to the AI caller chatbot to get help in navigating the website. So here it will have choice of two different websites. So first of all, it will ask him, which website are you interested in? Are you interested in the psych.co or the ontrial.biz? And whichever one the user says that he's interested in, then the next question that the AI caller chatbot will ask is, would you like to be ported to the site of let's say the psych.co, and would you like me also to dial the operator so you can get assistance in navigating the psych.co website? Yes, you forgot the most important aspect of this, the IT, information technology, and the IS, information systems, video hyperlinks. In other words, on YouTube or on any other server that displays videos and has the capabilities of triggering a video hyperlink to include a video hyperlink. So when the user clicks on the video where there's an ad like the psych.co with the phone number, it will trigger the action of the AI caller chatbot, and it will start conversing with the user. So the important thing is that to put a message, click on the hyperlink to initiate a discussion with the AI chatbot. When the user places the cursor and makes a left mouse click, it will trigger the AI caller chatbot to initiate a conversation with the user, port the user to the website, and simultaneously make an outbound call to the AI chatbot so it can help the user with any questions that the user may have concerning that theme. In this case, if it is the psych.co, it will be about psychology and maybe psychological services. Or in the case of ontrial.biz, is the clinical trials and also technology on trial, such as, for example, video hyperlinks.
It integrates
Yes, how can I set up a hyperlink on YouTube, for example? If I'm recording now our video, and then I will publish it on YouTube, for example. Then I would like to embed a video hyperlink so when users click on the image of the vanity phone number or the vanity of the domain name that is displayed on the head of the instructor, it will port the user to the website. So, for example, in this case, it will be an instructor that is teaching about psychology, and the website will be psycho about psychology, and the phone number will spell the word the psycho, and that is 843, the area code, 779 2426. Do you remember the phone number? Yes, this is exactly what I'm talking about. About cards, for example. Are you still there?
In here, you can use YouTube search and filter email pair to your site. You can also use screens to share video. Would you like more detailed instructions on how to do this?
Let me proceed with your idea first. So first of all, it will port the user to the website. In this case, it will be the psych.co, for example. And then on the website, it will be a hyperlink to a WhatsApp a business account with a phone number. And once they click on the URL, once they click on the hyperlink, it will initiate a call to the WhatsApp phone number.
You can here's a quick guide.
Yes, this is exactly what to do. And the WhatsApp phone number will be 843 779 2426, which is the number that the domain name spells one, the psycho. The psych is the domain name, and the .co is the domain name extension. Yes, and I can also display a message with a vanity number in letters like a 1, open parentheses, the, close parentheses, psych, period, co, the domain name.
Absolutely. You can bring the phone number in a format like
In addition to that, I'm trying to comply with the Google requirement to make an outbound call with Google Voice every 90 days. So as we speak, I make an outbound call right now to 800 Chat GPT, and I save it. I save it in a notepad file to my Google Voice One folder.
that's a smart way of your Google Drive activity. Saving people in multiple if you need any tips on managing Google Voice or integrating it into your strategy, feel free to.
Yes, I'm trying to save it a subfolder that is called Google Voice 1.
Keeping your Google Voice records in a dedicated folder on the Google Voice room makes these space keeps your team records. If you need any tips on managing folders or organizing your files, just let me know.
Yes, I need help because I want to also upload it to the Google Drive. So I will have a copy of it locally on my PC running Windows 11 and also remotely on the Google Drive. So in case I don't have access to my laptop, I can log into my Google Drive from anywhere around the world and simply look at the notes.
That's a way to upload your Google Voice records to Google Drive from your Windows 11 PC. These steps. 1. Open Google Drive in your web browser. 2. Click the new button on the left side. 3. Select File Upload from the drop-down menu. 4. Navigate to the folder on your PC where your Google Voice records are saved. Select the file you want to upload and click Open. Your files will upload to Google Drive, and you'll be able to access them from anywhere. You can also install the Google Drive app on your PC for easier syncing. Need more guidance on this?
Yes, I just did it as we spoke, and it already Google responded by saying one upload complete. Google Voice 1, 4 of 4. What does it mean, 4 of 4?
The 4 of 4 message likely means that you've uploaded 4 files to your Google Drive, but all files have been successfully uploaded. It looks like you're all set with your backup in Google Drive. Good job. Would you like to
Yes, one other thing that I would like to do is I would like to have also backup on, in addition to that, in two different ways. One way, I want to create a special subfolder with a domain name and the file name and the account name. So I'm going to go to my document subfolder and then create a new folder. And I would like to name the new folder one open parentheses extrategize at and the vanity phone number that matches. So I'm clicking on new folder and I'm going to paste the subfolder name. Yes, this is what I will do in the future is I will use an agent, an AI agent to automate it. So instead of me having to make the outbound call every 90 days to satisfy Google, I would like to put it in my calendar and make an outbound and have the AI agent make the outbound call to one X strategize. Tell me how to do that.
automating with an AI agent is to stay on top of your tasks. Here's a general reminder to set up. 1. Choose whatever email. Start with automation tools like 20 Would you like more details on any of these steps?
Yes, in addition to that, yeah, so let's summarize it for now. What did we discuss? What did we discuss in this session today?
Here's a quick summary. 1. Vanity formula and domain ideas. We talked about here much as you can. 2. In YouTube videos. We discussed YouTube to 3. WhatsApp business integration. You learned about creating a WhatsApp link for your business number and how to incorporate it into your website. 4. Google Drive backup. We walked through uploading files to Google Drive for backup. 5. Local backup organization. We discussed creating a subfolder with your domain and formatting for organized backups. 6. Automating calls. We talked about scheduling with an AI agent. That's a lot of maybe you or revisit.
Yes, I would like to add the concept of psar.exe, problem step recorder executable that comes bundled with Windows 11.
Steps, which is great for troubleshooting or creating tutorials. You could use it to document issues and then save or share the recording. Would you like to integrate this tool into your strategy?
Exactly. So what I do is I turn on psar.exe before I start the session today and have an audit trail of everything that I've done recorded in this folder. And then I save it to the psar.exe1 subfolder on the local device, which is a laptop, and then I'm going to upload it to Google Drive also. So I'm up.
You're creating a detailed metro that you can refer back to later. Saving it locally and uploading to Google Drive ensures you have anywhere. It's a simple way to document your progress and ensure nothing is missed. Do you need any tips on organizing or sharing these recordings?
Yes, I'm trying to upload it now, the whole subfolder psar.exe1 to my Google Drive. So now I saved it on the local hard drive as a subfolder off of my documents subfolder, and now I'm trying to upload it to my Google Drive, so I will have a copy of that too on my Google Drive.
By uploading the psr.exe subfolder to Google Drive, you're ensuring that your documentation is documentation. If you
So now I upload one more folder to my Google Drive, and that is the folder that is dedicated just to this account, which is one X Strategize at the phone number 978 728 3449, and click open. I intended to upload it, but it didn't seem to be working, so I'm going to do it again. Plus, folder upload, then paste the folder name, Control V, then click upload, then click upload again, and then I want to keep both folders and click upload again. So now I have a total of 3 folders on my Google Drive. Each one is unique. I have Google Voice 1, Pesar.txt 1, and then the folder dedicated to one X strategize. So it is 3 of 3 for both of them. And I'm going to go back to my notes, place an X in front of the file name, and then a note underneath that says 3 of 3, meaning 3 of 3 uploaded. That means that the upload was successful for 3 folders, and I put the X in front of it to know that I've executed it. 3 of 3 uploaded. So now I finished complying with the Google documentation, and I go back to my Google account to delete the message that says that it is going to expire my account for 1x strategize. I can delete it and then deal with another account that may have expired, which is it is trainee. So now I copy this message that says Google Voice number will expire in 30 days. With Control C, I copied it to the clipboard buffer, and then I navigate to my notepad to paste it into my notepad. To do that, I want to segregate it at the top of my notepad folder. I'm going to go to the top here and create an open brace, a bunch of open braces. Control V to paste the note from Google, and then a bunch of close braces, and this way I've segregated this section and dedicated to it is training or trainee. It is trainee. Now I have to switch to that account. I want to move that screen a little bit to the side so it doesn't monopolize the entire screen, and navigate to another screen and log into this account. It is trainee. Okay, so now I navigated to that account. I copied that account name from my notepad to the memory of this PC, and now I'm going to try to go to another account to see if it will let me log in to the new account. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I check the Gmail, and I deleted all the messages that may not be relevant any longer, which is fine. I did delete them. No, this is the wrong account. Let me go to another another account. I want to look at the previous account. X strategize. Go to the Gmail icon and see if I have some messages that need to be deleted. And sure enough, I have a bunch of messages concerning. So I want to delete all these messages that Google Voice will expire and so on, because it will no longer expire. And now I want to navigate to the new account. So I'm going to go to the very end of the page, add another account. Oh, and then it is telling me that I exceeded the max. So I'm going to go back and log out of all the accounts and then log back in. So I'm going to sign out of all the accounts. And then log into one of the accounts again. And try to navigate to the new account. So I'm scrolling back down to add another account, and then down again to the very end to use another account again. Now I want to paste the account name, and then I have to enter the password and proceed. At this point, I want to save the password. I want to skip all the messages, and I want to go to Google Voice number will expire. Some voicemails, all of these are outdated messages in the security alert. I want to delete all of them because I'm going to make an outbound call to using Google Voice to ChatGPT. So it will comply with the requirement. Now I want to place an outbound call to ChatGPT.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know,
Help me develop my concept. I'm looking to develop a concept of information technology, information systems training about AI. Exactly. No. Yes, it is more. Excuse me. It is more specific in the sense that I'm going to focus on AI and at the same time compliance with Google Voice requirement to automate the outbound call every 90 days to retain the number so it will not expire. Yes, I was thinking to first of all integrate it with the calendar. So every time I make an outbound call, I will also place a note in the calendar to make an outbound call within 60 days. So every 60 days, it will make and my AI will make an outbound call based on the calendar. So it will go to the calendar every day and check if today is a day that it needs to make an outbound call from the voice voice account of the Google Voice. And if it is, it will make the outbound call and send a text message to my AI telling it that this is an outbound call, outbound a message to comply with the Google voice requirement. No, for now I'm focusing more on the name, on the domain name, which is it is trainee, and it's matching vanity number, which is area code 484, 787, and 2464. No, but tell me, what do you think about this method? And I'm trying to also develop a filing method that will document those calls.
You can even integrate it with your calendar systems for seamless tracking. How does that sound?
It sounds great, and this is what I'm doing. I'm using a screen recorder that is called MSN, MSN Recorder Max. And every time the AI agent will execute the MSN Recorder Max at the beginning, and the MSN Recorder Max by default it generates a file name that it calls my video dash, and that it puts in the date and the time. So in that way, the AI agent can grab this date and time, and it knows the time of the call, and it can document it in the file name. So the file name will start by it will go to the Google Voice 1, which is a subfolder off of my documents subfolder in Windows 11 a PC, and in it it will be a file name that says it is trainee at, and the phone number will not expire in 30 days, followed by my video. And it will also be embedded in the file name. In the file name, I will include the word my video dash 250,813 for the date, and 112,502 for the time. So, for example, the 250,813 will elaborate the date. So 25 is for the year 2025, 08 is for the 8th month of the year, which is August 8th, which is the month of, excuse me, is the month of August, and 13 is the 13th day of August, which is today's date. 8/13/2025. Can you repeat it? Yes, except that there are no slashes allowed for the file name. So I just put the string of 250,813 dash, and then the string for the time of the day, which is 112,502, where the first two digits, 11, represents 11 o'clock. Then the next two digits, 25, represents the time of the day, which is 2 hours. It's 25 minutes. In other words, 11:25 p.m. And finally, 02 represents the number of seconds. And the extension of the file is .mpeg to indicate that this file is a video file name. No, you made the mistake. The number is 250,813, which is the first two characters is for the year 2025. The next two characters of the number 08 is for the month of August, and 13 is for the day of the month, which is the 13th day of the month of August. Can you repeat it? Yes, this is perfectly correct. Then it has a dash, and the next number 112,000 to 112,502 represents the time of the day. In other words, the first two digits are the hours, 11, the 11th hour. Then the next two digits is 25, the number of minutes. And finally, the last two digits, 02, is the number of seconds. So altogether, it reads 11:25:02.mpeg. Exactly, and then .mpeg represents the file name extension, indicating that this is an MPEG type of a video file. Finally, and most importantly, is the topic of today, which is the halo hat plus terry cloth sweatband with ads. And yes, exactly what I'm referring to. In other words, the topic of discussion is to add a halo hat and a halo sweatband that will create a halo effect around the head of a speaker or an instructor that in that case is teaching about information technology, information system training. So the word trainee is the truncated off of training, and I dropped the ng to make it so that the vanity phone number is not is exactly the same as the domain name. So it is not an overspell that will confuse the caller. And then I save it in a folder that is called Google Voice 1, File, Save As, and then I paste Control V and select Save. So I saved it to the local hard drive of this PC. Then I make an X in front of the file name, in front of the C colon backslash users backslash and so on to indicate that it was saved. And at this point, I'm ready to upload it to the Google Drive. So I have two copies. One copy is on my local PC of the subfolder called Google Voice 1, and another copy will be on the Google Drive on the cloud.
That's a focus strategy. By saving a local copy and uploading another to Google Drive, you ensure you have access and a backup in case anything happens to your local file. It's a great for keeping your safe and
Exactly. So it is a strategy of dealing with Google Voice and complying with the Google Voice requirement to make an outbound call, and I'd like to automate it with an AI agent.
it's a strategy. When automating it with an AI agent makes the process easier. It will save your time, will ensure completeness,
And then Google responds by saying one upload complete, 5 of 5. So I'm going to put the note one upload complete.
keeping note of the upload confirmation helps you track if the file has been successfully saved to Google Drive. It's always good to have a record of these things.
Yeah, so later on I can figure out what happened in case that it doesn't work. It will not give me the message of one upload complete and then 5 of 5. What does that indicate? What do you think?
The message one upload complete with 5 of 5 likely indicates that the upload is the first being processed. It could mean that the file is in a queue, or it's just a way for Google Drive to track the upload process. If you don't see this message, it might mean the upload hasn't completed properly.
Exactly. So that's I'm doing it and recording every step of the way. So later on I can program it with the AI agent.
Recording each step will make it much easier to program the AI agent and ensure that all processes are captured properly. It's a great way to streamline the automation later on.
Yes, so now I'm going to make a subfolder especially for this account, which is it is it is training on my as a subfolder off of my documents folder of this PC.
Specifically for it is training will help keep everything organized. It makes it easier to manage and
Right. So I will have two copies, one copy in its own folder and another copy in the Google Voice 1 subfolder. So if one of them gets damaged somehow, chances are that the other one will not get damaged at the same time.
keeping a copy in each folder ensures that if anything happens to one, you still have a backup. It's a great strategy for keeping your important files safe.
And if that doesn't work, I'm going to upload it also to the Google Drive so it will be on the cloud. So if I lose my computer or somebody steals it or I lose it some other way, I will always be able to log into the cloud from any computer and download my folders from the cloud into a new computer, having all the record recreated on my local computer.
That's a smart move. Storing something in the cloud ensures you can to your local computer. It's a great way to ensure your important records are safe and can be recreated on any new device. Good planning.
And now that I saved it on my local hard drive, I want to upload it to the Google Drive also. So I'm going to navigate to the Google Drive. I'm going to click on plus, new, then folder upload, and then paste the string with the folder subfolder name in it. I'm going to trim the suffix which include the file name because I want to get all the files inside that folder uploaded to my Google Drive. And I click upload, and the second time upload to confirm, and then upload the option. I select keep both folders and click upload again. And now I get another message that it is trainee 2 of 2, 2 uploads completed. So I'm going to go back to my notepad and type the message 2 uploads complete, and then 2 of 2.
That sounds like a successful upload. Adding the two uploads completed node will help you keep track of your progress. You've got a system in place for managing your files.
And the idea is to automate it in the future by AI.
Will be a game changer. It'll save you time and reduce manual effort, ensuring that everything moves smoothly and efficiently. It's a great goal to work towards.
So now I got 2 uploads complete, and I'm going to do the third one, which is the pesar.txt, which is problem step recorder.txt. For that purpose, I'm going to click stop and review on the dialog box of step recorder recording now and wait for it to reply to stop the recording and give me a chance to save the file so I can upload the entire subfolder that is called pesar.txt 1 to the cloud.
Using the PSR for your steps is a great way to document your process. Once you start forward and forward, will give you
So now it says that the step recorder is running, but for some reason I cannot display it. I cannot see where is it running. Okay, now I found it, and I'm going to click the save button. I stopped the recording, and now I want to save the previous recording. So I click the save button, and I'm waiting for it to reply to tell me that it is saved, and then name it as part of the save dialog box.
It sounds like once the PSR gives you the option to save, you can to indicate
Then I want to start a new recording, but it didn't give me a chance to save the previous recording. So I clicked stop, and it didn't.
it seems like there might be a slight delay or issue with the step recorder.
Yes,
You'll might want to try saving or check if there's a prompt hidden behind other windows.
yes.
If it does,
That's the problem. There must be some problem with the step recorder that it doesn't respond or doesn't respond. There's some problem with it. I say start recording.
It sounds like the simplest is if if the will be
Yeah, that is the problem. I see that there is some problem here that it doesn't respond so quickly, and I will call it here. I found a folder, and I'm going to add to it a subscript of A, and the current time. When I started it, it was 3:50 p.m., and now I'm going to insert a dash after that, and the
sounds
current
like a
and the current time is 12:39 p.m., which obviously something is wrong with it. 12:35 p.m. is the current time. So the previous time must have been 12:30 p.m. or some other thing like that. And today's date, I think, is Wednesday, and not somehow we changed it to. Oh yeah, what I did is by mistake I did the wrong date and the wrong time. So it was 12:05. I started at 12:05, and the current time is 12:35. Then the day of the week is the day of the month is the 13, and the day of the week is Wednesday. So I put in the word we, capital W and lowercase e, and then I'm going to copy the psar.txt one path to the clipboard buffer and then insert it as a prefix to the file name, followed by a backslash. So now I got a complete string with the prefix that is the path to psar.txt.
it sounds like you've carefully updated to
Right. It is getting quite tedious to do it manually, but I have to do it a few times manually in order to train the AI to do it automatically. Yeah, because it surely is tedious right now. In fact, it's very tedious.
can be quite tedious. Are you fun in the future?
So I finished with that account and now I'm starting a new account. This one is called Firm Trade In. So it says that your Google Voice number will expire in 30 days. So I'm copying this message and then I go to my notepad to enter it into my list of messages. This is really exhausting. This is this is why I want to automate it with AI because I'm getting so tired after doing this repetitive work. So I copied the message that Google Voice gave me that the account will the phone number, the Google Voice number will expire within 30 days to my notepad and segregated with it with open bracket and a bunch of open bracket characters, and then at the end a bunch of close bracket characters. Then I copied the account name firm trade in to the clipboard buffer. I went edit, copy, and now I intend to navigate to another tab of my Gmail and try to log into this new account and see if I can log into that new account. I will then it's just so exhausting that I fall asleep in the middle of it. Yeah, I'm going to take a special short break after this session because it is just too much, too exhausting. I select all the email messages and delete them. Then I'm going to navigate to voice. Now I need to make an outbound call to voice to uh, to 800 Chat GPT. But first of all, I want to verify that I'm in the right account, so I'm going to open it and copy firm trade in into the clipboard buffer. And then I'm going to make an outbound call.
Hi, I'm ChatGPT, an AI assistant. Just so you know, information will be released for safety. We continue.
Help me further develop the firm trade, the firm,
Could you?
the firm,
It's
the firm trading concept.
firm trading.
Yes, firm.
Firm trading. Okay.
Yes. Go
Firm
ahead
trading typically
and explain
this is for people.
what does it
Okay.
typically refer to?
Trading typically refers to when the brokerage or investment firm trades securities
That's right, and this is what the topic is about: developing, developing algorithmic trading strategies so the firm can trade on its own account. That's right. Another facet of the same concept is to indicate that this is a firm trading approach. In other words, once you started the strategy, you do not mess with the strategy. Let the strategy run either in simulation mode or in real mode, unless there's something very extraordinary that's happening, like a market crash or some unexpected thing. But otherwise, be firm on your trading and don't change the trading randomly.
Right. Got it. Once the strategy is in place, you can
Exactly.
glad.
Now, to further promote it, I'm going to use a vanity phone number and a vanity domain name combination advertised on a fishing hat.
Interesting approach. Using a
So, as an instructor, as a professor teaching about automated trading systems, I'm also teaching about how to promote the idea.
So you're teaching them how to promote the concept of automated trading systems, including use things like using
A fishing using a fishing hat advertising. So while I'm teaching and I'm sharing my trades and my I'm trading on a simulator with the students, I also have my picture displayed because we are using Zoom. So I have my picture displayed and the rest of the participant participants in the class that can display their face and picture on the Zoom video conference. We're also streaming it live to YouTube and also to Facebook.
So you're teaching these Zoom view holders, sharing your trade in a simulator, and streaming it to YouTube and Facebook.
Yes, and the unique thing is that when I display my picture, I am wearing a fisherman hat with a with an ad advertising the pair of domain and name and phone number that matches the domain name, a vanity phone number that matches the domain name. So that at any time anybody among the students can call, make a call to this vanity phone number and talk to me using the cellular network instead of the regular TCP/IP network which we are using for the Zoom call.
It's a unique and interesting approach. One professional has managed to students to it also shows the use of different communication channels.
Right, and since I'm using a vanity phone number from Google Voice, I also have to make an outbound call every 90 days. So I'm using AI also, an AI agent. I'm developing an algorithm to make the outbound calls to keep the number from expiring. So, for example, I got a message that says that firm trading will expire within 30 days if I don't make an outbound call. So I'm making every 60 days an outbound call and either a voice call or a text, or I'm sending a text to comply with the Google requirement.
However, using AI successfully first calls or send texts every 60 days to keep the outbound system is remains yours for continued use. It sounds like a comprehensive set, combining AI and different communication channels for both trading and companies.
and I save it to the local folder that is called Google Voice 1. So I have my notes in a notepad saved to Google Voice 1, and then I'm uploading it to the cloud. So I have two copies, one on the local PC with Windows 11 and another one on the cloud. So if somebody steals my local PC, I still have a copy of it on the cloud. And then Google responds by saying one upload complete. So I put it in my notes, one upload complete, plus the note that Google adds that says 6 of 6, which means that there are 6 subfolders in this subfolder upload. 6 of 6, and enter. And after I successfully saved it to the local hard drive and uploaded it to Google, I place an X in front of the file name in my notepad, X and space, indicating that this job is done, as I'm going to also save it yet again, a backup copy of the same file in a separate subfolder that is bearing its name. You forgot to mention that that is a local and a cloud backup. So not only do I double the storage on the local device, which is my laptop, I'm also going to upload both of them to the Google Cloud. So that is so far 4 copies of the same thing. One set of copies on the local device and the other set of copies on the Google Cloud. So now I want to navigate to the local folder that starts with open parentheses firm trade in and save the document there. So I'm navigating on my folder, on my document folder list, trying to find open parentheses FIR from the word firm. So I have to navigate to the letter F. Did you understand that? That's right. Then I open it and I copied the path to the clipboard buffer with Control C. Then I insert it as a prefix to the file name with Control V, followed by a separator backslash, and with a suffix of the file name. Then saving the file name in my notes and placing an X and a space in front of it, indicating that it has been saved to the local device. And now I'm going to upload it to the Google Drive. So I will have all four copies, two of them on the local device and two more on the Google Drive on the cloud.
Great plan. To Google Drive, show you have this 4 copies. Two and two see.
That's right. So I now press enter and enter again. And then Google is asking me upload 3 files to this site. So I click the upload button to confirm it. And then Google replies by saying two uploads complete, 3 of 3. So then I'm going to reduce the browser and add a note underneath the file, two uploads complete.
Nice. By you're keeping clear that the to Google Drive that's successful.
And a note 3 of 3, meaning that there were 3 folders of files inside this folder, 3 of 3. So, so far, only 2 uploads. Finally, and the most importantly, here comes the third backup in the form of PSAR, problem step recorder. So I'm going to click the stop button on the step recorder's recording now, and I intend to save it on a yet third file that I will save it on the local device on the psar.exe1 subfolder, and then upload the psar.exe1 folder to the Google Drive also.
That's a clever addition. Using correct simple commands to create conditions yourself documentation. Save each.
Okay, now I have to create the file name for the psar.exe subfolder. So I take the previous folder name, overwrite it with the current one, and then I scroll to the beginning to correct the times and other things that are relevant. Not only that, I embed in the file .zp to indicate that this is a zip file format. So far, the files were a video file, a video screen recording, a video file from the webcam, so that is another video file, and finally the current file that I'm recording now is a zip file format with psar.exe. Right, and now I pasted the psar.exe path followed by a separator backslash as a prefix, and after the separator backslash is a suffix which is the time and date of today.
So in pasting PS examples, following
And click save to save it in the psar.exe file. But there is some problem here that it has trouble saving it in the correct folder. I might have by mistake included an extra backslash or some special character that confuses.
it sounds like
or maybe the file name is too long. I have to examine the file name because Windows 11 has trouble saving it. It may be too long, so I'm going to trim it at the end a bit so it may have exceeded the maximum characters. Let me just shorten it. I don't know if I shortened it enough. I'll try it again and see if it works this time.
Give it another shot.
No, it doesn't work again, so I'm going to take out the path and just save it with the file name without the prefix of the path because it seems like Windows 11 cannot handle the string that includes the path plus the file name. So I'm going to delete the path and just keep the file name without the path and try to see if that will work. And if it works, then I can repeat it again with the path. So I'm just copying to the clipboard buffer and then click save. It still didn't work. So now I realize why it didn't work, because I have an extra slash, backslash, which I included by mistake. So I'm going to go back to the file name and remove the extra slash which was included by mistake. And some, yeah, that was the problem. I included an extra slash by mistake, so I'm taking it out now. And now I'm copying the path to psr.exe again. I had two slashes which confused Windows 11. Yes, yes, I'm going to save it this time and it worked perfectly well. So now I'm going to click review additional details to see how many steps psr.exe made. And this is step number 166. So I'm starting a new recording and I go back to my notepad to paste the file name and the subfolder in my notes. Now I saved it already on the local hard drive, and now I want to upload it to the cloud also. But before I upload it to the cloud, I'm going to put an X in front of the C colon file name to mark that it was already saved to the local device, and now I want to click plus new and upload the subfolder to Google Drive. So I have it on Google Drive also. So I typed the entire string, including the file name and the path, and now I'm deleting the path and keeping only the psr.exe one subfolder. And then click upload once and upload the second time, and then Google replies by uploading one item, 4 of 5. Finally, 3 uploads complete, 5 of 5. So now I'm going to go back to my notes and put it on my notes. 3 uploads complete.
Great. It sounds like everything uploaded successfully to Google Drive. I can't believe
And the important thing, it is saying at the end 5 of 5, which means that the psr.exe contains 5 folders. And all 5 have been successfully uploaded.
that's fantastic.
Now notice that there are 3 different uploads here, which follow the algorithm of backup and recovery that is called grandfather, father, son, which means that there are three copies of the same thing from three generations: the grandfather, the father, and the son. And these are folders that are text. Two of them are text file, and one of them is a zip file. And then two more are video files that describe my what I'm doing, in addition to the discussion with ChatGPT, which is a conversational discussion that will be recorded by my video files. So there are plenty different files formats that are used for backup, and then I'm going to use all of them to train the AI agent to do it automatically.
That's
Now I'm going to stop since I'm tired, and this was already an hour, almost 2 hours. I want to stop the various video recording and test them and take a break. So I'm going to press the stop